Hello everybody, welcome back to Practically Creative with Melissa. Today I'm going to show you how we do this month's block of the month with a candle lid and a glue stick. Brand of glue stick doesn't matter. Let's just go for it and I will show you how I make this. And you should know that our color for this month is some kind of green. Let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start building our little piggy here. And I'm going to start with an oval. And I'm telling you what the shape is because I want you guys to realize that this is not hard. Not at all. I started with the lid to my candle jar. This lid right here. And I drew on some fabric my circle. And then I used the circle to build everything else from there. And this is just a regular glue stick. Doesn't have to be the same brand as mine. Can be whatever cheapy glue stick you've got hanging around. Now I did take some scraps of fabric that already had heat and bond on them, and I drew on my triangles for the feet. And I haven't decided yet whether I'm putting the triangles right side up or not. And I haven't decided for sure if I'm using all 4 feet. The nice thing about using that glue stick is that I can rearrange things if I decide I want to. And I'm obviously not working on a realistic looking pig here. So anything you want to do is fine. You could even make his feet little circles. I didn't think about doing that. And I have a big oval for the pig snout. And a couple of other ovals for the ears. Let's turn that around a little bit so you can see how I've arranged it. I think that's recognizably enough a pig. Or it could be a bear or a dog. But how we sew it and the little attachments that we put on it, like his little curly tail and his eyes, will make it look more like a pig. and then I'll bring it over to you. This was what I started with. A big circle, a smaller circle. I had drawn out feet, but I decided the triangles would work better. The snout and the 2 ears. And then for myself, I just drew the eyes. I think the eyes can be a couple of little slits, and that won't be a big deal. Let me make sure I put my cap back on my glue. Always put your cap back on your glue. All right, let's move over to the sewing machine, and I'll go through this really quickly with you. We didn't record part of that. So I always start at the back, and I did a straight stitch on the feet. And now I'm going to start over here by where the head starts. I'm going to switch over to my zigzag stitch. Sorry, I was trying to do 2 things at once. Now I've got my zigzag set on about a 1.5 for length and a 3 for width. And now we're just going to sew around the body part. It's coming unthreaded today, so I'm holding on to my thread and I'm going to start sewing. And in the part of the footage that I lost over here, I showed you that I had sewn with a straight stitch around the triangle feet, right there. And I just sewed along the bottom of Mr. Piggy's body, or Miss Piggy's body, since it's a girl. With all that pink, it has to be a girl, right? But when I did my overstitch, I just went right along that line, so it covered it right up. Now, same issue as before. My thread does not want to stay in my machine, so I'm pulling it a little longer than I need and holding on to it because it keeps coming loose. I keep putting my scissors down in odd places. Sorry about that. All right. All right. And I'm going to sew around to the other ear so I don't waste thread, is the only reason. You may notice that I'm putting a little bit of tension on this. It's just because I don't want there to end up being any folds or wrinkles. And I'm going to turn and go around the ear. The ears are smaller ovals. And I'm going to go right back over to the beginning of that ear. Try to hold that thread over out of my way. That's called a jump stitch. And now we have one more section to do, and you'll notice that it is the very front section of the pig. It is the little piggy's nose or snout. Okay, I'm going to raise my needle, and then I'm going to switch back to my one, which for me is a straight stitch. You see what I did there? Only because my thread keeps trying to jump out of my machine today. Now that we've got everything put together, let me show you what this looks like. I think this came out so cute. I still have some threads hanging off the muslin because I haven't done the final trim of it. But is that not just the cutest little pig you ever saw? She's got her curly tail, she's got her snout, some eyes, and she's even got a little smile up there for you. Now, don't forget that this is a collaboration with Sylvia at You and Me FPP. And Sylvia's had her blocks done for months, and she's putting them up every month so you guys can see what she's done. I'm way behind her, obviously, but I think that I took some simple shaped objects and my glue stick. And if you note, my pig's head is exactly the size of my candle lid, and I'm planning to explore how to take simple shapes and turn them into recognizable pictures or appliques for you to use in child's quilts, in wall hangings, whatever you want to use them in. And we're going to make it as simple as possible, because goodness knows I can't draw for anything. If you've ever seen Mr. Happy, you know that's the truth. But I can look at a picture of a pig or a cow or a lion and go, that's just this shape, and this shape, and come up with something that you'd recognize, even if it's not photorealistic. All right. Again, check out Sylvia over at You and Me FPP. Thank you for watching. You guys have a great day, and I will see you in September.